Pisces, and welcome to your May 4th week readings, guys. It's crazy. We're already here. Pluto is doing that incredible transit, making a lot of us feel very deeply in a lot of inner transformations in so many ways. And that might sound cliche because we're always going through transformation, but the depth of realization and integration is pretty palpable. So, my beautiful Cancers, all my water signs, all my signs, take the time you need to flow, to heal, to soak in those baths, to be out and, walks with yourself, just to decompress. But take all the time you need to really release any kind of energy that's a little heavy or just no longer in alignment with who you are. Take your time. Everybody, take your time. We were in such a fast-paced world, and so much of this quarantine caused us to slow it down, which there's always silver linings and blessings to things. So guys, take your time, be patient with yourself, and let's see what this week holds. Now, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Check all three. Your rising tends to be your most important, but check all three. And if this is your first time watching me, I hope this serves you. If it does, please like, subscribe, comment down below, guys. I really, really appreciate it. All right, let's get started. Cancers, like always, let's take a deep breath in. Just, even if it's your only conscious breath all day, just ground all of it out. And let's get started. Loving guidance, the energy of Cancer for the week of May 4th. Ooh. Okay, guys, we have the Seven of Cups, the King of Swords, the Moon, Two of Cups, the Eagle card, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. Wow, wow, wow. Guys, when it comes to this particular week, there's going to be a lot of balancing between your mental and your emotional worlds, and this is super, super important. It's good to have both. And as water signs, we're always like, they're so emotional. But it's because you're empathetic, Cancer. But this week, there are some really important decisions to be made, but they shouldn't be scary. I don't want to say they shouldn't be. They're not meant to be. There are some really clear-cut decisions that need to be made this week, and you're procrastinating in some way, and the universe is saying, hold up, Cancer, this is not your first rodeo. You know what the right thing is to do, what the logical thing is to do, even what your gut is telling you to do, especially what it looks like as in regards to partnerships of some form. Now, this can be definitely romantic relationships, but it could also be business collaborations, other kinds of contractual partnerships. And your emotions are making it more complicated. It's not complicated. You know what the right thing is to do for you, what the healthy thing is to do for you, what decision leads you in the direction you're actually looking to go. But it's kind of like, it just feels uncomfortable, or I'm scared, or really it always boils down to fear. So when you have the King of Swords, you're like, look at, this is important to speak your mind, to speak your truth, to say, look, this is who I am, A, B, C, D. Not all these huge ass explanations for why you're making this decision. No, this is who I am. This is what I desire. This is what I need, my want. These are my boundaries. This is my goals. And it shows me that this is the best path. And you're speaking from a logical space, and perhaps people might not expect this, especially when you have the moon here. Because when you have the moon here, there's a lot of things that you're feeling intuitively, Cancer. Maybe things that are happening behind the scenes, things that like something doesn't feel right. I feel like it could be anything from facing your fears, your own behind the scenes, or other people's motives. And so people might expect you to act in the same way. You're not going to do it this time. You're not. You're going to stand up, face the discomfort, face what's hidden from you, and trust your gut. Trust your gut and just be like, no, this doesn't feel right, or this isn't good, or you know what? I might not like this and this might scare me, but instead of running from it, I'm going to face it and use it to improve my plans, to move forward. The Two of Cups. If this is about a romantic situation, understand here that there is opportunity for conflict resolution. If you're a single Cancer, this is an opportunity to really put yourself in a healthy mental and emotional space and path to align yourself with healthy partnerships, to attract those healthy partnerships that aren't repeat patterns. You have the ego here. And this is what they're saying, really what your fear of. It's just really negative based thoughts, how someone might perceive you, how you might look, what you think success is. Guys, there's lots of people who stay in relationships certain jobs because it looks like what success is. It looks like what you think it's supposed to be, but really you're unhappy inside. It's not fulfilling, or you feel more lonely. And this is really about, you're not trapped. Your fears are keeping you stuck from making these decisions, but fear isn't real. Danger is real. Fear is not real. It's conjecture. It's ideas of what ifs. There's shadows, right? The shadows, and it's not real. So once you face it, you're going to feel so good, Cancer. If you're worried that, what if I go on a decision? Two of Wands. Once you face that false sense of entrapment, all those ego-based fears and ideas of perceptions and how you might be perceived, or how things might look, or how you might look, and you move forward, Two of Wands is about actually, when you make these decisions and you move forward from this balanced mental and emotional space and from a place of self-love, not egotistical fear, you actually are presented with new partnerships, healthy partnerships. And what I love about the Two of Wands is, well, yes, it can be career opportunities that are presenting themselves. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go for the big. But Two of Wands, whether it's a romantic partnership or a career partnership, these kinds of partnerships are long-term. They're about your long-term goals, long-term values, long-term dreams. And this is a kind of person or, corporation or company that is in for the long haul. And why? Because you made these healthy, balanced decisions that are reflective of how you feel and how you think. So these people are either going to rise to the occasion and respect you and provide you what you need, or they're going to leave and the universe is going to present you with something else. Pure and simple. And it's going to be something incredible, Cancer. You have the Queen of Swords at the very end. I don't think it's a coincidence you have the King and the Queen of Swords. They are people, while they tend to be more career focused, that's true. They're not unloving. They're just practical. Let's use a relationship. They might look how, you're ideal, and they might sound like you're ideal, but are they adding to your life? Are they healthy? Are they feeding your soul? Do you feel more lonely with them? Or even a job. It might pay you the right amount of money, but does it have room for growth? Does it respect you? Is the culture healthy? That's what the Queen and King of Swords say. Is it that? Because if not, bye. No hard feelings. This is just business, or this is just the business of self-love. And they're humorous. It's a very objective decision making. Like I said, at the beginning of this month, your emotions are going to get the better of you and make a simple, really practical decision more complicated, and it doesn't need to be. You're just going to procrastinate. They clear away the BS. They cut the fat. You add to my life or you don't. And if you don't, bye. You support me or you don't. And if you don't, bye. You are in alignment with my future goals and dreams and vision, because that's where I'm headed. Like tunnel vision direct. You're either on the same path or you're not. And if you're not, bye. And I know that sounds pretty cutthroat, but sometimes you need to rip a Band-Aid because it hurts more to And this is a beautiful week of facing your fears, of standing in your power, of aligning with your truth and your self-love, and in doing so, actually attracting and receiving the partnerships that you're really looking for and that are there for the long haul, and they're very nurturing, healthy, and reflective of your own self-love and self-respect. Cancer, very good week. Be brave. You got this. I hope this serves you. If you would like a reading or a distance healing, my links are down below. Otherwise, guys, have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week for next week's readings. Take care.